Welcome everybody to another one of those short rides with the stud, basically, and we're good. This is going to be the fourth one in the series. This one is from the Stars of the Sport on the streaming channel, ClassicContinentalWrestling.com. This was a tremendous broadcast and recording that we did with Bob Armstrong. It's 2 hours in length, 2 hours and 1 minute to be exact. We're going to do about, in this short ride here, we're going to do about just over 4 minutes from that particular element. And I hope everybody out there enjoys this, give you a great idea of what's happening on the ClassicContinentalWrestling.com streaming channel.
All I remember about that, I wasn't in on the upper echelon. I just loved wrestling. That's mostly what I did. But when they split finally from the NWA and went out on their own, I didn't hear until the night before. Charlie Smith came to me and said, "Bob, something's happening here. All the crew is going to the other, we're leaving NWA, the whole crew." I was the only one that stayed. And I stayed because I loved Paul Jones and I loved old Fred Ward. And she said, "But Ann Gunkel wants to talk to you tomorrow." And I thought, what the hell's happening? I've never been through anything like that in my life. And I just loved the sport, the game. I loved it. And so I went into her office, and it was all in white ermine. She had a beautiful, beautiful office, and she had jet black hair. She was gorgeous sitting over there in that solid white office, everything just in ermine and furs. And she said, "Bob, I'll guarantee you $500 every week. Whether you can wrestle, if you get hurt, I'll pay you." She offered me the world, but I just didn't feel right about doing it. I didn't feel right about doing Paul Jones or any of the promote. And the NWA, I just loved the old NWA. So I was the only one that didn't go. So the next week when they had wrestling, the group that Ann Gunkel had, they wrestled in a high school somewhere, and we wrestled in the city auditorium where NWA always wrestled. And they had 32 people from all over this country come in to help run against the opposition. So I met a lot of guys that time that I never had got to meet. 32 people from Florida, from California, from everywhere. Everywhere the NWA represented, they sent 2 guys to help us out in the mess we were in. Guys, I love wrestling with it, but it was really tough. But when I was in the Marine Corps, they taught you about the chain of command. They taught you about loyalty. And Semper Fidelis means always faithful. And I just couldn't do it. When it came down to it, I could not leave as much as I wanted to. I could not leave Paul Jones and all the guys that had made me what I was at that time. I just couldn't let them down, and I did not go. And they gave me a $500 bonus and thanked me for staying, and then I really took off. I let them know at the office the next weekend. I just went in and said, "I guess everybody's gone, but I'm not leaving." And they appreciated that. And did well because of it. I just stayed with the people that got me there.
Hope everybody enjoyed that. Wow, Bob Armstrong, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, one of the greatest human beings of all time. Anything you did with Bob Armstrong was going to be good. If it was wrestling, if it was a show like this is an example of the Stars of the Sport. He was definitely one of the stars of the sport, all-time greats. I hope you enjoyed it. You can find that if you want to go over it anytime you want to. I highly recommend you check out what's becoming one of the best streaming channels out there anywhere with old school wrestling on it. That's ClassicContinentalWrestling.com. Go and check it out at any time. You're going to find that it's not just that one. There's going to be so many of these stars of the sport. We're adding to them all the time. And thank you very much, as always, for your support. And I hope you enjoy these. And we'll be giving you another one real soon.